Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. We are exactly 5 weeks out from the 2022 Mr. Olympia being crowned, which will probably be Big Ramy, but I could not be more excited. So let's start this video off with some recent updates of the mutant Nick Walker. Nick is looking massive as usual, also in good condition, and his waist is looking better than ever. I believe Nick's waist is tight, but I think this angle makes it look a little bit better. And Nick is really making a strong claim for moving up in placings at this year's Olympia. And honestly, if we think back to last year, I'm pretty sure if Nick Walker brought his Arnold Classic package to the Olympia, he may have even placed higher. But I'm excited to see the package that he brings this year. Now, the next update of the day, we have a recent update of Derek Lunsford. And when Derek decided to move up to open, my main concern was, is he going to have enough size to stand with the top guys? And at 5 weeks out, I think he definitely will, comparing him to Heidi Chupin or William Bonet. My concern about Derek Lunsford is the muscle maturity. When Derek was in the 212, he was known for being shredded from behind, but from the front, especially up top, he never really had much detail. And I think that could be a problem in the front and maybe even the back for Derek Lunsford. Now, as we all know, next to Heidi Chupin, Nick Walker was probably one of the most conditioned guys at last year's Olympia. But when you put Nick Walker next to Heidi Chupin, he almost looks soft because the guys at the top are just on a completely different level. Let me know what you guys think about this. And in the next update of the day, we have recent updates of Brett Wilkin and 1 day out of the Romania Pro. Brett is in great condition, and it seems like he has definitely filled up some since his last update. Now, with Brett having a longer torso, I think he could play with his execution of the front leg spread a little bit more. Maybe crunching down a little bit could help. But I'm excited to see Brett on stage this weekend. We haven't seen him since earlier this year at the Arnold Classic. A lot of people felt let down by his performance, but top 6 at your first Arnold Classic is pretty good. Now, I thought this was an interesting comparison I took from Instagram. This was by muscular power and who is the best bodybuilder. This is Brett Wilkin from the Chicago Pro versus Behrooz Tabani from last year's Romania Pro. I didn't do the sizing. I'm not sure if it's accurate, but this was very interesting to see these guys side by side, and I thought I should share it with you guys. But if this is any indicator, if this is accurate sizing at all, Brett Wilkin may be in trouble this weekend. Now, switching over to Hassan Mostafa, who put out some updates recently. The update on the right is the most recent update of Hassan, who is in the gym pumped up. And on the left is earlier this year, either from Puerto Rico or Orlando, when Hassan and AJ Sims were finally able to nail the conditioning. But I think with so many other guys winning shows and qualifying, people are forgetting about Hassan. This guy is a freak and definitely a serious threat. Outside of his front 2 shots from the side, Hassan is knockout shots from the back, knockout shots. Also a great most muscular. Now, switching over to Charles Griffen, we have recent updates from him. Also, courtesy of buys and tries, Matt Jensen said the reference points you guys are using to place Charles this year is off big time. He's never looked this good, and he is also up 15 pounds. I really trust the judgment of Matt Jensen. He coaches Nick Walker, Sean Clarita. I decided to bump Charles up a little bit on my prediction list. I'm excited to see this guy. Now, the next update of the day, we have a recent update from Vlad Suhoruchko. And at 5 weeks out from this year's Olympia, Vlad is in great condition. As I've been saying throughout this whole Olympia road, the guys that come in condition are probably going to prevail. We've seen numerous times. I hate to constantly pick on Akeem, but when Akeem is on, he's a top 6 Olympian, and when he's off, he slips. Guys that come in condition are going to prevail this year. And switching over to Justin Rodriguez, these are recent updates from him, 5 weeks out from this year's Olympia. And I'm hoping that Justin can peak properly working with a new coach. He's not working with George Farrell once again. And I think I mentioned this before, but just to me, I think AJ Sims was a great fit for him. But hopefully Justin still brings a good package. Now, also in bodybuilding news, we have a new IFBB Pro. I've seen this guy called Shouming Yan. I've seen him called Shouming Yan, but we're just going to call him Yan. And shout out to Mark's Max Muscle because he actually sent me this guy. He just turned pro at the Romania Pro. Not sure if he's going to compete as a 212 guy as an open. This guy has some crazy muscularity. Someone said he's a mix of Bruce Lee and Lee Priest. And I'm not sure if he can, but I'm hoping he actually jumps into the Romania Pro show tomorrow, maybe in the 212 division, because this guy has some serious potential. A little bit more back and a little bit more arms, and he will be good to go. And also, he has very short arms, so the more mass he stacks onto them, they're going to look even more freaky. But let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this guy, and he may need to fix up that gyno. Now, switching over to Classic Physique, we have recent updates from Terrence Ruffin. The update on the left is confirmed to be recent. I think the update on the right is a little bit older because Terrence looks softer. But going into this year's Mr. Olympia, I think Chris and Terrence are pretty much the lock for 1 and 2. Once again, I'm hoping that Ramon Dino can push Terrence, but Terrence is just the embodiment of what is a classic physique and is also the best poser. So I think Terrence is honestly looking to capture that title this year. Now switching over to Neil Currey, we have recent updates from him 5 weeks out. Neil is in great condition, has been in great condition for weeks. This guy has to absolutely kill himself to make this classic physique weight cap, and I think Neil Currey could be going up to the open class in the future. But Neil has been putting out a lot of updates this prep. He's working with Ben, Chow was working with Milos initially, hoping he can crack into that top 10 or around there. And ending this video here with the archive of the day, you guys let me know in the comment section below which legendary bodybuilder is this. As always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Christian from Go Fitness, and that's it. I'm out.